Russell Snyder, voice of the Dragons, here on the campus of Tiffin University, alongside head football coach Gary Goff. And what an exciting day it is today. National Letter of Intent Day. The future Dragon football players making their decisions to come to Tiffin University and coach. The football season, there's big days throughout the year. The day that everybody reports, the opening day of the season, the final day of the final game of the regular season. Then there's National Letter of Intent Day. That's a huge day for the future Dragons coming.
This is the most important day, to our program right here. And my coaching staff did a great job. We got some big time recruits out of the state this year, and key positions that we needed to improve upon. And I really feel like we snuck some really good players out of the area.
Well, I've heard a lot of great things. Our athletic director Lonnie Allen thinks that this is going to be a tremendous class. And coach, we're talking about them. Why don't we jump right into them? Let's get right into these kids. Let's start first with young man, how do you say his name again, sir? Delano Butler?
Delano Butler.
Delano Butler. Tell us about him.
Yeah, Delano is from Warren, Michigan, at Fitzgerald High School. He's a two-time defensive MVP up there in that league. MAC All-Conference 2 times and a first-team All-County. He's also all Metro Eastern honorable mention player, so a lot of accolades there. He's a really good player, and we're excited to have him in the program.
2-time defensive MVP. That's pretty nice too, right there. All right, the next guy on the list, Kyle Brunson. Tell us about Kyle.
Kyle Brunson is a very dynamic running back. We're excited to have. Kyle's from Farmington Hills, Michigan, Farmington High School. He's a 6'2", 205, rushed for just under 2,000 yards. He's a 3-star Rivals athlete, which is a big sign for us. And he's a first-team All-State player, and he was a 35th overall ranked player in Michigan.
Wow, tremendous to get a running back like that to come here and maybe help out Jerry Brown a little bit. The young man, we saw him get beat up a little bit in the season last year.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt. All right, next young man on our list is named Brandon Burks. He's a kid from Ohio.
Yeah, Brandon Burks from Reynoldsburg, Ohio, from Pickerton Central. He's a linebacker. We're really excited about him. We needed to beef up that position. Yeah. We graduated a few guys right there. And, Brandon's 6'2", 225, 3-year starter, 3-year letter winner down there, team captain, honor roll, all that stuff. Exactly what you look for a young man to, add not only a great player in your program, but also just a great person and student.
A lot of these guys, I'm looking at some of these sizes. You brought in some young men with some size. Look like they're ready to play college football right now.
We're able to be a little more selective now, unlike 4 years ago when we were taking just everybody right. But no, we've done a good job of identifying our needs and going out and finding those players. Another
young man you're bringing in from the Columbus area, Gahanna High School, a 4-year letter winner. His name is Jeremiah Campbell.
Yeah, Jeremiah Campbell is a defensive end from Gahanna, Lincoln, 6'6", 245. Comes from a very big family. His dad was a big-time basketball player. Mother was really tall athlete herself, but he's a 4-year letter winner down there, honorable mention All-Conference. He's going to be a dynamic defensive end for us.
All right, and let's keep moving on down the list. A lot of kids to talk about today. How about Gavin Collins next on our list?
Yeah, Gavin Collins from Christian Brother Academy in New York, and was interested in us, because of our criminal justice program. But at the same time, he's a really good football player, great running back and outside linebacker at 6', 205. He was first team all-league out there, and we're happy to have him, and he's going to be a dynamic player as well.
How nice is it for you when you have a program on campus like the criminal justice program that attracts some of the athletes? Probably takes a little bit of the work that you have to do to get them here, Don.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, it's nice to be able to offer what they're looking for on the academic side when they're thinking about coming to play.
Without a doubt. And recruiting is so competitive, and when you find something that your school has to offer and that we're very good at in our criminal justice, it definitely helps without a doubt.
All right, next young man on our list, his name is Ethan Edwards. Coach, what about Ethan?
Ethan Edwards from Middletown, Ohio, at Middletown High School. He's a corner. We needed to get some corners in here after we graduated a couple. He's a defensive player of the year, 2nd team all-district, 2nd team all-GMC, 2nd team all-tri-state, and 2nd team all-area. I mean, he was 2nd team just everything. And he's a real tall young man. He's got really good speed, and he's going to help us come in here and be a good player for us at corner.
That Middletown area produces a lot of good football players to move on to play in the next level, so it's nice to grab a few from there. Absolutely. All right, next guy on our list, his name is Zach Exelis. Tell us about Zach.
Zach Exelis. Zach is a 6'4", 185-pound basketball player, football player. He plays wide receiver down there at Winton Woods. They run the triple option down there, and I joked with him while the recruiting process. I think he caught 20-something balls last year. I said, well, you can almost catch that in one game for us. Our school record's 18 receptions in one game. But no, he's going to be a lot of fun to work with. He's another basketball receiver type player that we've had a lot of success with the last couple of years with Charles Holland and Anthony Slappy. So excited about Zach and look forward to getting him in here and working with him.
There's only two words you got to say sometimes. Those are air raid, isn't it?
Exactly.
That's all you got to say.
Basketball and grass, right?
That's right. All right, the next young man, I don't know if you knew this part of this young man, but he actually dates the assistant sports information director of my broadcast partner's cousin, Mr. Hunter Fentress.
I did not know
Yes,
that.
sir. Yes.
I'm glad we didn't know that in the recruiting process. No, Hunter from Clarksville, Ohio. He's Clinton Massey. First team conference there, honorable mention All-State, Ohio Prep Football Fall All-Star. Hunter's going to come in here and, he's going to develop into a really good player as well. He's got a strong arm. He's a very, very smart young man. You can watch his film and see him go through some of his reads. So we're excited about Hunter, and he's going to help us right there at that quarterback position down the road.
Can't have enough depth at the quarterback position.
Without a doubt.
All right, next young man on the list. He's from Oxford, Ohio. His name's Cameron Fox.
Cameron Fox from Talawanda High School. Cameron is a young man that we noticed a year ago as a really, really good player, very dynamic defensive end, and he's continuing to get better. So we're excited to get him. He's one of the guys that we feel like he might have flown under the radar, but we're extremely excited about him because he is a really, really good football player. But he's a captain of the team there. He's first team all defense. So he's going to be a lot of fun right there, and that's a position where we've got a lot of depth, but in a year from now we will be graduating a lot of guys.
That's
so
true.
Cameron will be ready to go for us.
When you look at we see Captain's Award and Defensive Player of the Year for his team. Or is that some of the things you look for in kids, maybe those guys who were the captains, because you already know those guys are willing to put the effort in?
Well, we're looking for young men that come in here, and obviously we want the great football players. We want young men that are going to come in here and be leaders. And, so we've done our homework and talked to these, not only their coaches, but their counselors, their ADs at the high schools. We want to learn about these young men before we offer them. And you're exactly right. If they're a captain of their team or they're in this first team all area, then they can come in here and be leaders for us and be dynamic players. So
next young man on the list, our 10th young man we're going to talk about, Jaquan Hardy.
Jaquan Hardy, we're very excited about Jaquan, a running back out of Westlake High School. Jaquan's 5'10", 205. Again, another running back that rushed for just under 2,000 yards with 21 touchdowns. He's a very explosive player. He was second team All-State. Jaquan, when he walks in the room, he's going to look like he's been a college football player for a couple of years.
Nice.
But as you see his film right here, he's very, very powerful runner, and we're going to have one of the best backfields in the GLIAC by far.
Well, another young man who would be a skill position player for the Dragons, a wide receiver out of Cleveland named Devon Johnson.
Yeah, Devon is a very, very good receiver. We were looking for to add a slot receiver, and out of all the guys we watched their film, he probably ran the best routes, had the best hands. And, like most high school receivers, of course they're going to come in and we want them to get bigger, faster, stronger in the weight room. But, again, you see his film right here, and he's a dynamic player. He's used to scoring. 32 receptions, 472 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Won a state championship as a junior, and they went to the semifinals this year as a senior. So a very, very good player.
Nice getting kids to know how to win and know what it takes to win as well.
Absolutely.
You don't have to teach that part, but at least not teach it as much. All right, next young man on the list, Michael Kobold, an offensive lineman.
Yeah, Michael, we're very excited about. We, again, snuck into South Bend, Indiana, and, that's where Tony Shedd's from. We got Tiffin from over that way. Yeah. So I think the secret's out that there's some really good football players over there. But, Michael is a very, very good football player, and he's going to come in and compete at one of our tackle spots right off the bat. But he's first team All-State. He's 6'6", 285. He wrestles right now, so he's very, very good with his hands, very explosive. So we're excited about him. We really think he's going to have a bright future.
I'm sure Antonio Pipkin and the other quarterback recruits gave you a big round of applause. You brought that.
That's all they want to. They want to just know, hey, is our backside going to be protected? Without a doubt.
All right, next young man on our list. His name is Mason Khun. Mason Khun out of the Oxford area as well.
Yeah, Mason, another Talawanda High School young man, first team All-Conference running back, first team All-City, strong safety. He was a second team All-Southwest Ohio DB, and he was the team's MVP. But a bright young man, very, very hard worker. Again, in a year from now, we're graduating a few safeties. So, Mason's a young man we know come in here and develop and might have a chance to contribute right away on special teams or whatnot. But hard worker, and very excited about having him.
Next young man, when I saw the picture of him, I saw this young man in his picture, and I thought, that guy looks like he's ready to play college football right now. And that's Delano Meeks out of the Cleveland. I believe Benedictine, I think is where he went.
Delano Meeks is He is a character. He's got a great personality. He's a lot of fun to be around. and he's just one of those young men that everybody likes, and he meets no stranger, and
Nice.
he was a lot of fun to recruit. But yeah, so out of Benedictine High School, second team All-State. He won, another guy that won a state championship as a junior and went to the semifinals. And he's somebody that is going to come here and compete right off the back too. We wanted our linebackers to be a lot more athletic than what we've been in the past. And DeVell can run. He's explosive. He's a hard hitter. So he's another young man that I really think that we stole this guy. He's a great player.
Yeah, I like looking at those linebackers that can move a little bit more. We got big, strong guys in there, but we need the guys that can chase down the guys.
Yeah, and he'll be an outside linebacker for us, And we got with Ryan Grooms and Morgan Lloyd inside. We got our big, beefy guys right there, and the outside linebacker was a position that we wanted to get some athletic guys that can run.
Next guy's got some size on him. King Walker, listed here. I'll let you tell his size. He's a big fella.
King Walker, yeah, from Berea High School. He's 6'4", 320. He is.
Never hear about a guy named King who's like 5'6", 140. Do you?
I hope not. I hope not. Not playing football anyway. No, King is a very large young man, and again, very, very explosive. We like his film. He's so aggressive. Another offensive lineman is going to add to our depth right there. And, he's playing basketball right now for the team, so he's got good feet. He's a center for him. And, Coach Moroki and myself just were very, very excited
average 30
about
rebounds.
Oh, without ease. With ease, right? With ease.
All right, next on our list as we work our way through the 2016 recruiting class for Tiffin University Dragons, young man, a quarterback out of Cincinnati LaSalle High School named Nick Watson.
Nick Watson. What an unbelievable player he is. And he's a young man that is going to be the future of the program around here, I'm telling you. Nick Watson from Cincinnati, Ohio at LaSalle High School, two-time state champion, was a quarterback there. I could talk about him for an hour alone about all of his accolades, but you want to talk about a young man that is explosive, reminds us a lot of Pipkin when he was in high school. He's got a cannon for an arm. He can flat out run, and he's a leader. So we can't wait to get this young man on campus, and that's a big, big sign for us right there.
Yeah, I'd heard of that young man before the recruiting process here, just because of the quality of play he puts on the football field. So I'm excited to see him play here as well as all these young men. Cannot wait for them to be in the Dragon uniform. All right, how about Bradley Wenhold, a lineman from Madison, Ohio?
Yeah, Brad from Madison High School. He's 6'1", 260, offensive lineman, used to winning, very, very hard worker. We see him as being one of our inside, interior linemen, but he's explosive, and he's a good get for us right there again, because you can never have enough offensive linemen, and that's something we've learned, through the years, haven't we?
Absolutely, we have. And the final man we're going to talk about today is another young man from the state of Michigan, and when I see his accolades here, the first thing I see is all-state sprinter, so getting football speed out there on the football field.
Yeah, Delong Win from Farmington Hills in Michigan, from Southfield High School. Delon's 5'9", 160, all-league football player, all-state sprinter, all-American hurler. So that tells you right there, not only is he a fast guy, but he's a strong runner. And he's going to play corner for us. We needed some guys that can flat-out run at that position, but some guys with some size to them. Delon's got a big frame. He'll bulk up pretty easily once he gets on campus here. But, again, as you watch his film right here, he's aggressive. He flies around and makes tackles, and we're very excited about having him in the program as well.
There's other young men who will be putting on the Dragon uniform next fall as well. But we wanted to, concentrate on these ones right here, because there's way too many. We'd be here for hours to talk about all the young men that are going to be.
Yeah, we're still waiting on a few faxes as we speak. We got a few guys on the West Coast that will be joining the team as well. And then a few other people are having their signing at their high schools later this afternoon, and all those will be updated on our website without a doubt. And you'll be able to watch their film there. But I can't speak highly enough of my coaching staff and the administration on campus that have helped us. What a phenomenal signing class that we've just signed. And I know it's been one of the best since I've been here, maybe one of the best in Tiffin football history. And that's saying a lot, because the last several years we have signed some unbelievable players, and that's shown on the playing field.
It's been wonderful to watch the progression of Tiffin University football from where it was before you and I got here, because we came in, our first game was together. You coaching me in the broadcast booth, but to see where things have progressed, the quality of the athletes, the quality of the students coming in here, it's just been awesome to see. So 2016 recruiting National Letter of Intent Day, success.
Absolutely.
All right, if you'd like more information on the recruiting class at Tiffin University, you can go to gotiffindragons.com, click on the football link, get anything and everything you need to know about Tiffin University, including everything you know about this guy, Coach Gary Goff. Coach, thank you so much. Great job. Keep up the hard work. Give your coach staff our best, and can't wait for the fall.
Hey, thanks. Appreciate your help as well.
No problem. I'm Russ Snyder, voice of Dragons. This has been a look at the 2016 Tiffin University football recruiting class.